test here, because we were talking about some of the gimmicks that the Optic feel as if they're ready for. This is the home of the gimmicks. On Fracture, for me, this is where things can get so weird and unorthodox.
Well, for me, my mind instantly does go towards Victor on this as well. And I'm so glad that Sideshow and the desk was kind of leaning into that. And especially on the Neon, this puts a lot of pressure on the man who's not been the Lanimal, right? Like, we've seen some players really deliver and find that. You talk about pressure, this now puts a lot on his individual shoulders already. Frenzy locked in and got himself propped up on this. But again, this is elimination. But look at the patience being shown as well.
Look at this stack on A site, Lauren. There's 4 members of Optic here. And actually, XERXIA are drifting back this way after no contact towards B. Obviously, yeah, pretty comfortable with his setup.
It's the right read.
This could be an absolute bloodbath.
It could be. It looks like a massacre's about to go down, but we wait patiently, and not too much has been given away. Keep in mind, this looks like it's got a lot of burst potential to it. And any audio cues given is going to be integral at this point. But again, they've got the players in the right place. Optic have done everything required, even without necessarily knowing it, unless that prep has run deep.
There's no contingency for XERXIA here. This is all in, literally.
Let's see how the set piece looks. Already just going to close the gap. Victor greets it with a smile, no problem so far. Surf dealt with, and that's the tip of the spear. Blunted, removed, gone. And you look at fallback plans, what you got? 25 seconds and not many places to go. And already, I love this rotation from crashies, just instantly leaning away a little bit, hitting that support almost towards Ye to make sure that there's a contingency plan not too far off.
Yeah, foxz staying behind, just going to try and plant the seeds, but again, this utility untouched here. 10 seconds left here. Crws going to find one on the way in, though.
Yeah, but again, Ye's still here. It's time being bought.
5
5 seconds now. This is perfect. You put your life on the line for it, but sScary. Wait, what? Hold on. This is still very much up in the air. Victor is throwing his body into this, and that's what he needs. A confident start, and foxz is now the only one standing. He's gone. Optic, big beginnings, and let's talk about Victor having impact in that round.
Well, thank God for that initially, just to clear that one up, because somehow XERXIA still got in, found the kill on Ye.
Big confidence booster, but considering his previous performances have not been to the caliber we'd like.
It can't hurt. It definitely can't hurt.
Exactly that. It just gets you feeling
especially with a new comp, new agent. Those are
instantly
big confidence
feeling,
boosters.
okay, right choice. We're looking good in this. Good read on it. And for XERXIA, we still have to just kind of touch base on this comp as well, considering this is something that they've fallen back to. But again, just a simple little piece. No real anything to talk about for the purchase coming for XERXIA. This should be clean for Optic. That would be the, I guess, bare minimum that you'd want here for them. Any damage is golden. Anything that they can get away from this.
No charges.
You know, almost Ye can throw his body on the line if he wants to. He's actually over towards a site, but Optic actually still going to contest the AWP here, and that's crucial here in the round 2 to prevent any free progress towards some of his ultimates, and it will get cleaned up there. sScary will find the consolation. Crashies and Victor to fall for Optic, but well, I mean, this is time to do it, right? This is make use of it here when XERXIA come in with a full bite.
Couldn't ask for much better. Now Ye has got the rifle as well, and speaking of ults, underway. So not going to get a great deal instantaneously off the back of it, but space is garnered, and we'll take that as well. But a quick response. XERXIA, perfect response in kind as well, reading the play very well. Audio cue alone should set you up for that, but still, Spike going to go down, and they can't really deny it, so it's a play back in, and that almost got messy, but will control it well enough to take down Victor. And again, you look now towards Optic. What can you do with this, and can XERXIA keep 5 standing?
And the problem being, foxz has actually invested his wall perfectly here on the back of that early round aggression. Well, actually, Surf going to get called upon again.
Gets away.
Yeah, gets Marved off the rope there. And Optic is just going to revert back to maybe doing some damage, but XERXIA got this locked down. It feels like, okay, well, FNS spots a pixel out of place. They got a second one.
Yeah, Ye's still in this, and if they keep going, there is time. It's not a great deal of time, but there's a little bit of it left, so that will be dwindling. Trying to keep him locked in on this. Yeah, you're going to try and bully his way out. Sushiboys gone down. And we're looking at how many's still alive here, and sScary, the only one standing, and, well, going to try and back away for now. Optic, though, do come away with only 2 standing, but you take that every day of the week.
That's an Optic win in my book. They should put their first on the board. Again, light armor scattered across here, but Optic looking better, at least financially here. Some more aggression. Look at it. Look how proactive this is. Marv's found a kill.
Already this early on, getting hyper proactive. And look at Victor. No way did they expect him. And the spike! Oh, you are just grinning at that point. Yeah, foxz finds success, but at what cost? The spike's down in such an awkward position, and Victor hasn't stopped. He's continued forward. Going to re-clear the site, take that space right back away, alleviate some of those worries that would have been building in the backlines, and XERXIA left with 3, but in really suboptimal positions, losing such information on this map. It's kind of almost instantly under the fog of war now.
The timing's perfect for him, yeah. foxz just knows nothing about that side of the map. He has to shift walk through, try and clear the other side of underpass, maybe for Sushiboys to come through, but and sScary, unfortunately, now been forced away. No real opportunity for him to fight back through with the smoke going down. Well, he's just going to try and find a kill here late round. But again, damage isn't really the objective for XERXIA here at all.
So let's talk about trying to shut down someone like Victor, because so far he's kind of run rampant throughout the first couple of rounds, right? Maybe just testing the waters and finding so much success, it's just kind of overbounding, right? You find the spike, you dip around, you find the player who slipped the net, you come back, you get everything you wanted, right? Like that's dreamy for a player like him. How do you deal with that if you're XERXIA now? Because that has to be now higher priority than you expected potentially. That has to be an adjustment coming in.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but particularly on their attack, it leans towards foxz and Sushi, maybe playing a little deeper, anticipating some of these hits. But like I said, with a new composition, it comes down to the variety. If OPTIC have a number of different looks in order to achieve this early round territory control, or even the first blood, just forcing XERXIA back into a more pressured position. I mean, you've got to see something early on, because this effectively could spiral out of control very quickly here.
You have to be at least cognizant of the chance that it happens. So it changes how you approach the game.
Add 20 seconds to your early round game plan.
You have to. Otherwise, it can keep happening potentially. And XERXIA, again, getting more pressure early game. Victor, he's feeling confident, and why not? The man's absolutely uncaged at the moment. Still going to keep space. It doesn't even have to be the kill at this point. Just presence alone dices up half of this map.
And this is a perfect example. You can see sScary invest in a smoke here just to try and you know, deter OPTIC from just walking out A main to look for this first blood. So now XERXIA will actually call an audible here. But this is awkward timing, actually. If you look at Marved's coming across now towards B.
Yeah.
But how they find the kill on crashies? Crashies just has to play his life. He can literally hold the rope. It's one of the easiest kills to find here.
And they've kind of propped up Yave, sent him a little deeper towards A main. He can kind of take that space away and hold what they had before. Now they have that early rotation you noted of Marv, but you're right, it's crashies who still has to hold presence. Ult comes in, Surf takes down Marv. Big follow-up as well from Surf. Massive work from him. Victor, never too far away though. But there's still a player here, and it's still crashies, still holding space. Spike yet to go down.
Oh no.
Sushiboys all too aware, gonna deliver on the rope, and now just Yay alive. XERXIA finding answers here, finally.
Yeah. I mean, really diligent on the approach there. Actually, the Rolling Thunder didn't actually clear anything, but Surf followed through on the space. Again, throws his life on the line at that point. I mean, OPTIC have already lost the sight. XERXIA clean up nicely. Again, actually, to note, crashies, he played his life. It's to the point he has to come out eventually and try and find something. But the adjustment, once again, sScary, they pop a smoke on there. They don't even entertain pushing tower, which is crucial for me.
This is good not necessarily mid-round, but mid-game adjustment so far, and this wasn't off the back of a tactical timeout either from XERXIA, which, as much as I know a lot of, you know, the buzzword of the day is, you know, cringy comps and all this, you know, I get it, it's fun, we like memes. But again, just nice mid-round adjustments, good identifying of problems, and again, this is off the back of that early aggression from Victor, and they still were able to come into this round and look quite well.
Somewhere.
Hey, Victor take the space and then just post up.
Absolutely,
Yay.
absolutely.
It's dreamy stuff, and again, this is such mental work for XERXIA now to try and keep track of all of this, because you've got another big problem added to your plate, right? There's a new puzzle presented to you, and it is going to be Yay. So how do they identify this? Because they know that that purchase will be coming through. And already Yay. That's a punish. That's a big punish, Sushiboys.
He was in the wrong TP zone. He actually TP'd into the wrong one.
That's pretty devastating. Now this falls to the rest of the team, right? You've now had a bit of a problem already going in front of you. Rez comes back out, so you can have 5 still standing for XERXIA, and well, FNS did well enough to try and stop the rot, try and stop that roll coming in, but already Victor punished. A quick follow-up. Crashies, though. Is FNS still holding this side? They know that Sushiboys is here, and Crashies in the back line still finding more. They're doing everything they can to hold on to this, but Crws!
What? Somehow. I mean, to get into this sort of position. I mean, XERXIA live for the ball. They love scrapping it out in rounds like that.
They just got it, didn't they? And it's broken the back of OPTIC's money.
Which is actually kind of crazy with how this is. Yes, it's 3-3, but with how this is felt. I mean, they do have the tour de force online here for Yay, so that is a big swing factor for them.
Oh, that's not what you want, really, is it?
No.
Middle of no man's land, not much to it. This, again, I feel like a broken record, but clean's the name of the game for me here. Try and not allow Victor any space to breathe in this. Don't let him close the gap.
Don't peek him.
Yay. No one's going to give you a second chance, though. Surf's just spamming it out as safe as possible. Crashy's about to do his best Stewie 2K impression. Through the smoke, it works real well. Welcome to NA, baby. Crashy's going to find Sushi's, but it's all it is. As it should be. Should be. Just fine. It is. So there we go. XERXIA kind of stabilizing, freestanding, keeping those rifles moving forward. That's fine for me.
Then it's OPTIC here, like,
100%.
for me at least.
Yeah, my eyes are constantly on XERXIA. Like, coming into this, I have to kind of readjust my expectations, because I thought OPTIC potentially, if they came in at full force, would have been walking away potentially with all of it. And speaking of walking away with all of it, look at that space. Bye! Yep. Sushiboys is down. Absolutely wanted none of that.
Literally B site on a platter.
Yeah. OPTIC have to respect that, though. If you're going to go aggressive on one side, you got to give up somewhere on the map. There's not much else they can do. Ult's invested galore, and FNS is going to be the first port of contact, and it's been forward. Oh, dearie me. A little bit of a fumble.
Not
a little overzealous.
What that was, to be honest.
Yeah, didn't love it, but hey, pressure cools, and mistakes get made. For now, though, XERXIA not making many. Diffuse, though, keep that in the back of your minds, because Ye ain't stopping. Ye finally comes off, takes down 2, but dips back away, and sScary gets the punish. And now look what remains, it's just Victor, and they've got utility galore, and they've got time on their side. But he's got the shot, finds Crws for time. He knows it's gone too far away. It's time to try and get the hell out of there, as sScary just has to sit back and wait.
What a round. This is another example of what we discussed earlier. As soon as they feel that presence, they actually read the map perfectly.
Something to be said about aggression and how to use it well and how to respond to it, and XERXIA are responding in the most perfect manner. Now, the flip of that then becomes, okay, OPTIC, where's that next layer? Where's that next layer for you then? Let's see what you can do to adjust. There's a double stack coming out. First time we've seen this. Victor waiting. Ye gonna get the first try and play in Victor, and unleashes absolutely nothing. And Crws just seeming to make sure he's dead. It's good.
No, he was checking for a trap. He was checking for just in case there was a trap.
You're right,
yeah,
you're right.
Yeah,
I like that. Gotta make sure.
Never be too careful.
No.
No.
5-3. And 4v4 now. And these little setups that OPTIC are going for haven't found as much success as maybe they'd like. We've seen a look from Ye with it, which was a little bit flat, but again, this had so little to it. XERXIA seems all too aware.
I mean, they're happy not to commit the spike for the time. It's still over on bridge. Just about 45 seconds left now. See what the adjustment is here from XERXIA. crashies going to feel a little bit of heat here. He's actually only got a bulldog, so really going to be banking on him to find more than one. XERXIA don't like something they've seen. Maybe caught an audio cue of a rotation here. Ye actually tagged up pretty low, so if they want to try and convert this damage at least and find an easy kill on the way in. But OPTIC are here as 3 already.
Yeah, correct read. And the audio cue is well and truly noted.
Oh, Ye stunned up.
But there hasn't been punished at all. Still standing. Well, standing's a strong word. 25 HP and crouch, cowering in the corner, 10 HP. But look at it! They've got no idea! And Ye gonna find 2, but does it deny the time? 5 more seconds, and sScary still stands. Gonna try and get that spike down with Sushiboys holding his side. crashies, meanders around, finds the frag. And now the 1v1. He knows he's still lingering around.
crashies got full util.
And he might as well use it. Flash over the wall. Little pre-fire to get that wall down. Need to follow, clears the corner. All of this is time. Seconds dwindling away, and sScary spotted and decimated crashies. Great work.
Clutch that one out, but again, you got to give credit to Ye. Just playing that spot, you can see them desperately trying to break the wall as well, just to give him an opportunity to escape. crashies delivers with a red ball clutch here for OPTIC, and a much needed one towards maybe just outside dish.
Yeah, he's got the ult as well.
He just sends it towards Arcade here, but again, another very proactive push here. Ye on the other side as well, rewarded with a kill onto sScary.
Okay, well now they've got at least the first inkling of what's being used against them, but again, bear in mind that Victor did throw in that aggression as well, so there's a couple of unanswered areas, and XERXIA seem aware of the possibility. You can see that they're eyeing up that side that Victor has pushed. Rez comes in, sScary's back up, and they're going to try and work back in, but look who's lingering. Yeah, he's not fully backed away from this. He still wants this space, but there's 2 players on the other side. Spots the shoulder. More than enough for Ye. Waits for another. And patience could be his friend here.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the re-aggress here. That's TP away after he gets stunned up, but doesn't really create that much space here. And again, the bodies is what's concerning Ye!
Straight out of the air. Gorgeous from Ye, but it's still found a response. Crws is there. The spacing from XERXIA is so good. Everything is answered. So it's a 3v3 probably post-plant now. I don't think anyone can do damage until Spike is down, but look at this wrap from Victor. Unprepared. They almost got caught out, but Victor now going to be so noted. Still gets one on the way down. Stun comes in, and Marved.
The combo with the stun. Wow. Somehow, I mean, it's an absolute miracle that comes to a 3v3. How does XERXIA even get into sight there? But again, I was almost going to criticize without any utility from Crws. sScary actually doesn't even recover from being rezzed up anyway, and they give Gary having a very quiet game so far. I haven't seen an awful lot of impact. This has been very death ball-y from XERXIA, so these are things that were so apparent in the previous series that I'm concerned if they do come online, right?
That's just the icing on the cake, isn't it? That's when it gets incredibly
how cringe
scary.
does it get on defense with this comp? Because you look at some of the tools at their disposal, and they can get weird.
At the moment, they haven't done anything that's completely caught my eye as being out of the norm. They've been playing a great game. And you're right, they haven't needed their heavy hitters to be the ones to just be completely leading the way in a 4-1 split. And the correct read from Optic, they have the players in the right place. However, here comes that wrap. Already noted, and yay, with a dirty off angle, going to find Surf, expecting the drop, and it's correctly read. It's a bit weird, but Marv's got it. XERXIA this time, again, it must be brutal to walk into this because you're just feeling red time and time again, these approaches, and this time, not much capability to do anything with it as Crws, your last one alive, and he's being closed in on. Going to punish one, spins, expected the second. Can't do anything with it, Victor. Nice work, and Optic sitting with now the lead.
The number of different setups that they've kind of literally planned and executed perfectly in the area, but some of these ones where they sit and hold deeper have also looked great for Optic.
You can see the intention just to set Victor in motion, but surely it's been read. Look at them, 2 players posted up for this. Spots out one, good punish from foxz. That's great work. But now, how much more do they know about this piece? Have they already expected Marved? Yeah, absolutely read it. XERXIA, good work already from foxz there. And an upgrade as well. To say the least, they need those weapons to come through too. sScary, patiently waiting. This is what I want to see. Patience and the perfect reads coming through now. Yeah, FNS might double down on this, but there's 2 players on the other side. Oh, he gets one. sScary is just playing for time, man. He ain't so fussed by this. They want to find Yay potentially. Now they're worried, though, because the spike's just been lost. No one can get there in time. Support's there, but it's a little isolated. FNS finds foxz as well. It's a 2v2 now. That spike being lost.
Yeah, he's going to catch him on the rope.
Devastating. And you're right. He's found Surf. And now Sushiboys, this was all looking so good. Like they read them perfectly in the book, get shut in their face. A fumble, a misstep, and FNS being the one to punish all of it. Sushiboys,
30 seconds left.
Can you tie this up on the half? Let's see. Spots one, took a second. Pause for thought. Pops up the cage. Yay now on the other side. You're lucky to be alive, my friend. He wants to close that gap. He wants in already. Switches up. Oh, he gets it!
How
Doesn't he
on
see him?
earth
No
did
shot.
Sushi just do that in terms of intention with what some of these rounds, at least the game plan was? But
Nice reactive play, though.
I'm actually worried now if Optic are leaning on that ability to kind of dictate the pace, because XERXIA's comp actually has so much more in terms of slowing down Optic here.
Absolutely.
And that's a real concern. And it's actually, the question relies on how deep XERXIA want to take contact. Initially here, they found a lot of space right off the rip.
Yeah,
Optic are
half
all
the map is
huddled
cleared.
towards.
Yeah, they should have a great read on this.
Neither team likes holding B site, apparently. We just give it up. We'll walk through.
But again, Optic, depends how much time they take, I guess. It's, you
Optic
know,
are like, where are they?
there's no one here. And there we go. So site is cleared. They've got to have a good idea that they have been read very quickly, though. So the retake is on the way. Yay! Wake up, Yay! Oh, that's a fumble from him. They're getting caught, knowing that no one's on the site. You've got to be predicting they're going to be hitting that wrap so quickly. And an early pickup as well, even before they really got set up in this post plant. Big punish from Surf as well, finding Marved. Cracks beginning to show, but Victor's timing could be everything. Again, FNS desperate to draw the attention and look my way. Do not look at Victor, and he's rightly done it. Found one, looks for a follow-up. crashies there with him to find foxz, and now we're looking at a 3v2. Still, numbers favoring XERXIA. Surf still got one, FNS still standing. What can he do with it?
Surf's got a smoke, though.
Now the time, look at this, should be teed up, FNS.
I mean, by the skin of their teeth.
You don't want to repeat it, but you'll
be made. But it's similar to what Optic did a couple of times, right? All this pressure towards Arcade, they pushed through, they gave it up.
And I do want to highlight here, FNS is having, he's being a bit of a rock for his side, and I do like to see that as one of the more experienced players in this entire event. You look at him through the amount of lands he's played at, you know, everything else. He's a seasoned veteran, right? When Optic, if they're looking a little bit, you know, shaken, they're having some issues before, you need him to be the rock, and he is so far. So credit to him for that. This should be a throwaway round unless we get a bit throwy. We're not. We're fine. And XERXIA, I mean, this round's a bit of a formality, but Victor's low HP. If you can do a bit more damage, it ain't the end of the world.
They're not can find another weapon. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, he's actually going to retrieve one as well. So almost an upgrade for him to just run the Headhunter into this. Carries.
Doesn't seem to be the case at all. So it could be just kind of take a little bit of the map away. And obviously, Surf doesn't know that, so he has to clear methodically. Take a couple of seconds. It does look like pinch towards B, and we do see that 3-play stack pushing at Crws, Sushiboys, foxz on the other side. Yay. Spots one, finds foxz, falls away. He's got support. Marved there by his side. There's already contact made. OPTIC walking away far better from this already. Sushiboys needs to be a bit of a impactful player or just keep his life for now. That was very fine margins to keeping him alive. I guess the one thing is they haven't noted the op yet.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I guess still works for XERXIA, but I mean, with Marv being removed, it actually makes it pretty difficult. You've got to rely on Victor to maybe cut off some of these sight lines. Whether or not Surf will be granted a pick here. OPTIC, a pause for thought. Even a moment's hesitation, you could say. 45 seconds left, maybe just waiting for this rotation to come back through. I think actually Victor would have heard that. He would have heard Surf heading away.
Sushiboys on an island and now suppressed. So everyone aware of the position. He wants to get proactive. The timing is perfect. It couldn't have been better for him. He still gets to keep his life.
30 seconds left.
Spike does get planted, but it's a post-plant 3v3. Of course, the rifles reign supreme for XERXIA here, but the positions aren't bad, and FNS still has that rifle himself. Sushiboys waiting at the bottom of the tower. Surf trying to clear through. Spots no one just yet. They're so close to each other at this point. sScary coming back around as well. Shuts that down. And Sushiboys continues forward. crashies might be his first real test here.
FNS is in a weird spot as well. Really weird spot behind the box.
Oh dear, that's a problem. Surf's in a little bit of trouble. He actually gets to keep himself alive for now. Goes back in. How many goes at this are you going to get? crashies, I don't know how you're alive, but you're living, you're breathing, and you're standing, and you're holding this site. He's trying to be a problem. Create the crossfire. Time is starting to dwindle.
It's done.
And XERXIA, they've got nothing. They're just going to feed them the weapons at this point. It's time to back away, try and keep that up as best you can. Run, Surf, run. I mean, this game already, we're starting to see a couple of...
Well, I mean, he's got to do some work here, to be honest, because this is OPTIC on the brink of double digits. Horrendous buy for XERXIA.
And there goes the hero.
Don't be peeking yay. That's the way to make something happen with the operator for Surf, but
great analysis there, Mike.
Immediately removed
Just don't peek
well,
yay. I don't think you're wrong.
I mean, try and tell me I'm wrong.
No, sScary has got himself the op, so at least that has been somewhat filtered back through, but what are you going to do with it is, I guess, the next question here for OPTIC.
You got to
hold
on to it. Yeah, you got to hold on to it.
You're not getting anything out of it at this point, are you, really? The others try and do something, get a bit of chip damage in.
I'm looking now at the screen, and the next round is terrifying for OPTIC. I mean, crashies has his ult now. Victor going to have his. foxz, though. So we're going to make this interesting.
Any swing?
Sushi as well.
Okay, now suddenly they might start leaning back in. Victor's looking a little bit panicked, but again, they still hold numbers. sScary's found Victor, and Marved hopefully has the lineup. Hopefully that molly's good.
Oh,
It just slipped through! The timing!
I mean, he's still got time to stick this.
He absolutely does. And Marved does have ult as well. Yeah, they're drawing everything out of them, I guess, if you're looking at silver linings.
Yeah.
Last player standing.
But yeah, sScary's going to keep that up. I don't think anyone's going to be able to take that away. No problem in that, but makes me nervous.
Damage done, yes.
Yeah.
Ultimate's invested, yes. But
I worry when we talk small benefits when you're at double digits now. Like that's always gonna be the thing to me. Is like, okay, you draw the I'm.
And then you 2 away from the tour de force. Like.
Yeah, it's worthwhile to secure the round. Absolutely, you're not gonna second guess that at all. And again. Happy to put himself in the mix. crashies though can work his way up. And you can see the combination here. Sight is now theirs. Sliced through the middle and taken away. Victor, the entry work is unreal. The follow-up's great as well. The spacing on OPTIC is good. Surf just about finding Marv there, but it is only 2. So Surf and sScary still stand. 3 players on the site. Rez comes in, spots out Victor. Not going to get away with that. Oh, yay though. As said, don't fight yay. Just don't be gay.
I mean,
We've seen players who've had highs and low performances put on something like Neon. Like you look at Soulcast, right? And you see that again, a lot of pressure gets put onto that agent and that player. So not an easy one to play with. And the timing for Yay here. Let's see how it works out because you can see the gap being closed a little here. Say a little, a lot.
5-man pinch, actually.
Yeah, this is huge, and Yay now just has target practice on either side, and he's still just not seeing these plays, but it's traded. Essential work from XERXIA. They need to commit on this, and FNS just gets sent to the, I don't know, Shadow Realm at this point. It's a 3v2. This is a weird round, but actually, XERXIA have finally numbers in their favor, but the spike is going down, and Marved is about to check this corner. doesn't see sScary just yet. Marved has no idea that sScary's here, and sScary's got the perfect position, and it's an execution. And now just one. Victor, all to do. Spike down, time on his side. Has a lot of utility to play with if he feels like he can. Purchase not perfect on the other side. But the timing's everything. Can he isolate one of these 3
I mean, they're
kills?
split. He could.
It's the first. It's messy. Not going to happen. Crws is there. There was a chance. There was a window. Got shut, and XERXIA get to stay alive for another round.
I'm almost looking at from XERXIA. I'm like, guys, see, sure you want to walk in 3 different approaches, but
Let's make sure we get that timing right, guys. Maybe stunned by that, or a little shocked in that last round. So let's see if they can take a little bit of stock in this and take back a little bit of the paces. Already, we're seeing an all-in piece.
yeah, tour de force popped. Again, it's actually only Sushiboys over. So again, it's got a little bit of utility and support, but they're almost giving this up for full retake. And you look, I mean, Crws has got the Rolling Thunder. Yes, they do have the Cosmic Divide as well. 2 massive components to definitely take a good stab at the retake.
It's easy for me to say, but I'd love to see them be a little bit more proactive on the other side of the map for an early rotation.
Yeah.
Like, as much as, yes, they have pushed Arcade a little, I'd like to see them respond when they see no contact.
For sure. Find the space, at least confirm what you feel here in the first 20 seconds.
Yeah. Because by now, obviously, they know what's up. This is already clicked, but you've not got much work coming in, so you don't have the full idea of, okay, is it 3 here? Have they lurked? You know, what's going on the other side? So
they have to retake main here, Lauren. That's the concern. Yes, the Rolling Thunder is going to be good for that. They can Cosmic Divide, shut the door almost. Sure. But they've got to be quick about this.
Okay, there's the divide.
Camera should spot crashies.
Crashies, I think, has been well and truly noted, but again, the suppress on the other side, so fully aware of each other, but already the defuse's going to come in. Crashies on the side, gets outdone. Quick swing from Sushi, but already you can see time being bought. So many of the factors, that late round utility can come out to play from Optic here, trying to buy the time. Victor peeks through, gets met by foxz, and foxz on the defuse. He's already gone halfway, just about comes off it. Marved with the spray through, and the defuse still carrying on. They can't deny it, they can't stop it.
Wow. I mean, it was perfectly timed, and actually,
we know he can have. If he's starting to warm up here, that could be an alarm bell ringing.
It was a very, very slow start to this map, I'll be honest.
And now we look at what's on the other side. We have the ult for Victor, so don't be too worried about just the frenzy in mind, but it's patience. You got them hit.
Yeah, OPTIC are almost sitting deeper.
Oofed. Okay, first contact.
Okay, I was going to say, foxz may be able to find one, but stacked up, the buddy system working well for them. Surf, though, going to be the second layer to this. He's got to be cautious, though, because Marv could backstab him here.
Yeah, it feels like there's a real time limit on...
No way. No way.
He's double dipping. Yeah, he is not fully backed off from this yet. He's got Crws by his side. He's good for it as well. Backs away, and he's got to be aware there's layers, right? You've got to be aware there's more to this. And now Victor on the swing pass. Surf still finds Marv. And Victor can't do anything about this, really. Surf's readjusted perfectly. 34 HP, not much of a bother when you've got the op, but still gets punished by Victor. Closing in Crws! Unawares! Victor slicing through them. And now a 2v2. How's it come to this? Spike on the way, and they've got a decent amount of side control.
30
That's going to be able
seconds
to get a
left.
comfortable plant here. Sushiboys coming back through B main. And sScary actually going to try and stun up Victor in the corner, but they can't open a sight line here. Crashes in a weird spot.
Great to hold the cross, though. It's such a deep angle to clear. And yeah, first contact made. He can still kind of slip away, buy some more time. Flash comes over, 3 seconds until the knife as well. He can keep buying time. That's exactly the name of the game for him. Isolate Sushiboys. They know where sScary is as well. Just slips the net on the first. Going to try and get a foot closer, but a wide swing from crashies, and 12-8. This is a game for me where Victor had... absolutely. 12-8 now, map 1 on the line. Optic in the driving seat for now, but you can see how close this is between the two. Yes, the scoreline makes it look a little bit more drastic to one side, but XERXIA have been digging deep on some of these rounds. Don't forget that. Some turning in ways you just do not expect.
OPTIC happy once again to slow things down. Look here, is actually if XERXIA again, they're not going out exploring.
No.
It's almost going to try and make OPTIC sweat a little bit and discover this deeper setup. foxz actually going to throw up the wall on B main. We'll see a rotation here, maybe not with confirmation of presence on the other side. But again, not an awful lot achieved for XERXIA here, right? There's no utility drawn out, there's no real indicators on the side of OPTIC. And they still have loads of time. I mean, there's 40 seconds left. That looking as if A might be the end goal. Actually, XERXIA have almost got the right people in the right place here.
They've got the rotation correct. It's going to be a bare minimum 3, so it's just how much can, well, Sushiboys potentially do with this, because he will be dedicated, and actually so will sScary, committed to try and hold that peak, and crashies with a quick punish. Sushiboys is suppressed, so it's just that rifle at his side. He's going to have to commit to an angle and hope for the best, and he chooses potentially the wrong way. 12 seconds. FNS got Crws on the way through. There's still life to this. Hold on, they've got to check this. Bounding through. Oh, he catches both. FNS going to be kicking himself for now. Time, 3 seconds. They ain't got it.
I mean, XERXIA actually do make him sweat. I feel as if I have, yeah. I mean, this is scrappy. We'll see what OPTIC can achieve here. I'm looking at this whole cycle, really.
Oh, yeah.
Because lots has been burnt up in the last few rounds from OPTIC. We're almost due one of those snowball rounds from XERXIA
it's
here.
whiffy.
It's not pretty. Not pretty at all.
No. Absolute nightmare.
Well, okay.
crashies. Punishes foxz as well. And this was never meant to be the round that was the problem. And OPTIC just gets scrappy. And now they've got an opportunity.
Yeah, Sushiboys got to go huge for XERXIA here.
How much pressure. Okay, we've seen this look before, but we've seen the spacing is gorgeous from OPTIC. Can Sushiboys work it out? The flash is on the money! It's not just one that you fight, there's so many players behind it now. It's all on Surf. How much more can one man do in a 1v4? Well, ain't gonna be much. Victor to close the account.